Hello, this is Alan McNabb with Image Building Web Design, and I'm creating an informal tutorial video today for V&V Real Estate Associates and Financial Specialists, and their website is rental4income.com. And I'm just showing them how to add article blogs to the website so that they are able to do that. We recently recreated the website for them, and it's just showing them how to do that. Also, the person that will be putting them in, I'm going to be showing a little bit about SEO and how to do that. So I'll just assume that the person doing it is not experienced with WordPress or SEO and just go from the beginning. All right, the first thing we have here is we have an article, and with the article we have keywords here, got a title. And then we've got the text of the article. Notice the short phrases here that are bold and by themselves. When we get there, I'll show you how to put those as subheadings, and we'll use those as H2 tags, which are extremely important for SEO. With any document of any length, you want to have some H2 tags. Extremely important. If it's very long, then also have some H3 tags. Those are very important because they're telling the search engines what's most important about the document. So extremely important. I can't emphasize it enough. So here's another one. Number 1, desirable community, etc. Notice the title has the number 4, features of profitable rental property, and then going down through here's number 1, number 2. And again, this is important to SEO because lists are shared much more than oftentimes just regular content, and so search engines like those because people like reading lists. All right, so we go over here to the website, and before we get started, by the way, I'm already in the back end. It's rental4income.com. And you just put in WP-admin, and that takes you to where you put in your username and password, and then you can come, that'll take you to the back end. Now I just clicked on posts and went down to categories, and there are just a few categories here, just 11 categories, and over time there should be a lot more categories. And so we're going to need to decide which category to put this document in. And also with this, and I've already read through this and looked at it, and you would do the same thing. You would take maybe 5 minutes to look through it, to read it, to maybe do some search on these keywords in the document, because we'll be using them later. But you need the one absolute main thing that this is all about that is important to SEO. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over here and look at our list of keywords. I've sent this information already. I'll send it again. But these are the trending keywords, those that are moving up in popularity, and currently the keywords that are at the top. And so we see here rental property, rental property, rental property over and over and over again. So that's going to be an important category for us. So let's create a new category because there's not a rental properties here, and that is probably going to be the most important one of all for SEO. Rental property. All right. And it's not going to be the child of anyone that we already have here. It's going to stand on its own. And so I'm going to just say add new category. Now, SEO affects everything that we do here. This includes the categories. So now once I see it in here, I'm going to click on it again, and that's going to bring up the Yoast WordPress SEO settings. See also here the slug. Rental property, this is what's going to appear in the URL. That's also very important to SEO, and we want to try to have it as simple as we can. Rental-property is as simple as you can get. All right, so I'm just going to copy rental property. For the SEO title, I'm just going to copy that, space, And I use just an up and down line, which is usually you hit the shift key and it's located below the backspace or over on the right side of your keyboard. So I have rental property. And for the SEO title of this category, I'm going to also add profitable. Well, one second. Let me look at our keywords here. Let me not guess here. Okay. I'm going to use this keyword. It's the absolute top with the most searches in the US. I'm just going to pull that out of here, and I'm going to put that right there. Investing in rental property. All right. Learn about investing in rental property. This can be, go back and change this later, any that you want to. Meta keywords, we are still using keywords, although it said that Google does not use them for search results. They may use them for other things, as speculated upon, and other search engines still use them. And so you'll see that a lot of very large, successful companies and websites are still using meta keywords, although some have dropped them out because Google says they no longer use them for search results, but we still use them, and I advise that you do. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this line. I'm going to put it down, copy of it here. I'm going to copy this line, and I'm going to put a copy of it here. And I'm just going to separate these with commas. Rental would be one. Investing in rental properties is one. Investing in rental property is another one. And maybe I'll just have investing by itself. I'll have rental by itself. Give that a shot. Now the canonical, that is the URL that will be fixed and used for this. I'm not going to put anything there. I'm going to just let WordPress take care of that. And that's all I've got to do here. All right, so I'm going to update that. All right, so we've got our category. And we see it's right here. And, rental property, right here it is. And so now it's time to put in a post. Now with WordPress, there are posts, and that would be like a blog post, and there are also pages. That would be a page that's not part of a blog. For example, the front page, if you're using a page for that. But we're going to do a post, so click Posts. And we're going to add new, so we click that. All right, now here we put the title, and we can just take the title from the Word document that we have. We do copy there. We go back, right click, and I always click on Paste as Plain Text because that'll strip out any codes that might be there. And here we see our title. The next thing I do, and this isn't necessary, you could save it as a draft, but I always schedule it to post. That way, if I accidentally click post, it doesn't automatically post an unfinished document to the website. And for right now, I'm just going to put tomorrow's date on there, the 11th. And I'm going to say, okay. I'm going to come down here to categories, and I'm going to click rental property. And you could pick multiple. I usually like just picking one. And you could add a new category here, but you couldn't put in your SEO. So I usually don't use that feature. Go down here to tags, which are important. If you're using an auto-posting program, which Rental for Income is not doing that right now, this would be the hashtags that would appear on your social media. But also, in using the tags, it also creates pages which search engines do pick up, and all the documents with that tag would be on that page. And so usually it's better to just have one category up here, but you can have multiple tags here, which will actually, the search engines will pick up. All right, for this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back over here to our document. I'm just going to get our keywords right here. And I'm just going to paste that right there. But I'm going to check it. I usually like to capitalize here. And so I'm going to do that. And they are separated by commas. So it's this first one, rental income, comma space. And then this one is rental property, which we don't need because we've got that in our category. And this one is profitable rental property. And you want to make sure that you're very careful with these and have terms that are relative and not have too many. Usually with social media, if you're using the auto posting, 2 is great. And if you want to add a third, that's fine. But you don't want it to be so diluted and obscure that if someone were to look at the tags or find the tags with the with the search engines, that it just brought them to a lot of documents that were not relative. So you want to be careful with it and don't just be putting in a bunch of stuff that's not relative. Usually 1, 2, maybe 3, and you're good to go there. Click add there, and you can see that these 2 are added there. All right. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I've got my title. I've changed the date of posting so that I can go on and get this all scheduled. I've got my category. I've got my tags. I'm going to click schedule. Now this is extremely important and I can't overemphasize it. Here we have the URL as this will appear. And so what we're going to do is we're going to click edit. We're going to look to see what this is. 4 features, profitable rental property. All right. So the search engine is going to read this and say, okay, this is what this document is about. I'm going to go on and add the word of there. And the reason I bring this out, a lot of times WordPress will shorten it or take out some words that are really important to it making sense. And you want to manually go and put those in there. All right, so what I'm going to do next, I'm just going to highlight this. I'm going to copy it because I might need it again. I'm going to say OK. Then I'm going to update over here. And the reason I saved it was WordPress will a lot of times change it, and I'll have to go change it again. Okay, so we want to double check it. 4 features of profitable rental property. Okay, we're good there with that. Okay. All right, so we've got our title, we've got our URL, we've got it scheduled. And by the way, the scheduling is great. What we will do is we will add a number of posts at one time, and we'll schedule them to go out days down the road. And so this lets you do a lot of work at a time, schedule it all to come out in the future, and you're good to go with that. Got our categories, got our tags. All right, so we're good. We're ready now to start adding in the text from the post. So I'm just going to take the very first paragraph here, and I'm going to add that in. Now there are some options here with WordPress where you can just paste in Word document text from Word documents. I traditionally don't use that, but it should work fine if you do. All right, I clicked visual there. I'll show you the difference here with this. Visual is it gives you a good idea of what it's going to look like. Here's your option, by the way, paste this text if you wanted to use that. If you were to do a block quote, and what that would be, if you quote a paragraph or 2 or something from a document, you can go here to text. You can put your cursor at the beginning of it, click block quote, put it at the end, click block quote again, and you see you've got the opening and closing tag for block quote, and that will indent and the text and show it as being a quote when it's on the website. You see it's indented a little bit here. All right, so I'm going to undo that. I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to delete these. And go back to visual. Okay. All right, so that got our first paragraph in there. Now this is our first H2 tag. These are subheadings, or they are categories within the document. I'm going to go over, I'm going to just drop down a few lines there. I'm going to put that in. And notice my cursor, of course, after I paste it in, is at the end of the line. I just come up here where it says paragraph, I hit the drop down, and I put H2. And I'm ready to go to the next one. All right. All right, paragraph. I go through this, and this is one of the easier documents to put in. Some can be a little bit more complex. All right, now here we come with our next H2 tag. And we just, again, paste it in at the end of the line. Go up here and click the heading 2 tag, and we're down to the next line. Now I'm going to, let me just take all of this right here. Copy that all. Again, right click, and I go to paste as plain text, and it took it all. All right, so, and what that does is you don't have the, see, I had a little extra space there. I'm making sure I don't have that. All right, if I just did a regular paste on that, it would probably bring in some extra tags. It would make my text look funny on the website. So just paste as plain text there, right there, and you're good to go. Now, notice also in this document that there are some bolds, like this paragraph, a community with great schools. So I'm going to go here, a community with great schools, and I'm just going to click B for bold, or you could also, with a PC, Control B if you just want to use your keyboard. All right, so let's see the next bold here, and that's jobs. And then the next one under that, the next paragraph, is amenities. So I'm going to go to that, jobs, Control B for bold, amenities, Control B for bold. Now let me mention that the bold is important for the reader because their eyes will catch that, but also it's important for the search engines because they'll pay attention if it's bolded or emphasized, something like that. If you do it a lot and it's you're not being relevant with it, then it's not going to help you out. But it certainly will help you out in just using it very tastefully and very well. All right, number 2, this is our second subheading. Paste that. And again, go up here, drop down, heading 2, and go to the next line. All right, so I'm going to grab these 2 paragraphs, highlight, copy, website, right click, paste as plain text, and we're good to go there. Double check, I didn't have any bold, so I'm good to go. Subheading number 3. Oh, I gotta get some more lines here. I just had some extra lines going down through there. If you do have any extra lines when you get done, you want to make sure you delete those or it'll mess up the formatting on the website. All right, again, this is a subheading. Cursor at the end of the line, drop down box, heading 2. Go down the next line. And I highlight those 2 paragraphs. Right click, paste as plain text. Next line. All right. Next subheading, paste, cursor's at the end of the line, drop down box, heading 2. Next line. And we've got 3 remaining paragraphs. Copy. Paste as plain text. All right. And I'm going to hit my delete button, delete any extra lines, which you want to do because it will mess up the formatting on the website. All right. So we've got the category, the title. We've scheduled the date for it to launch. We've got the tags. We've done the URL. And we've entered the text. All right. Now, the next thing we want to do, which again is very, very important, it's important for social media. If you're having your posts from your website automatically posted on social media, it'll grab this picture if it's set up correctly, and use the picture with the social media post. What's important about that is the social media posts with a picture are shared. They're viewed and shared a lot more if they have that picture. So the picture is extremely important. Also, with people visiting the website, having a picture is very, very important to them, and makes your post much more memorable, and also communicates an idea through that image. All right, now there are a lot of sources to get images, and you could pay anywhere from $1 or $2 up to hundreds of dollars. Most often we use a free source, and there are several free sources, but about the best way to find them is go to Google Advanced Image Search. You just type in Google Advanced Image Search, you're going to find it. All right, now we need to put in some keywords here of what we're doing. By the way, I'm going to update this in case for some reason I have a problem with my computer. A saved copy will be on the website. Double checking that URL. We're good. Okay. So profitable rental property. First thing I'm going to do is search for rental property. And it's very important that we come down here and say that we are going to filter it for images to be used and shared even commercially. If we don't get images that will allow us to use them, there could possibly be some legal problem with that. Also, the images you're allowed to use, some of them require accreditation to give the photographer or the source credit, and you have to make sure that you do that, or there could be some trouble for that, and we certainly don't want that. So we've got our keywords that we're searching for, and free to use or share even commercially. And again, depending on which image we choose, we may have to put accreditation on that, which is very important for us to do and abide by those rules. Okay, so it basically looks like we're coming up just with some images of some homes, and some that are for sale, and a few for rent signs. And that basically looks like everything that we are coming up for. I will show you another source. We'll check this out too. And this is Flickr Advanced Search. Flickr Advanced Search. And a lot of times the Flickr will also appear here, but we might be able to find something just by going to Flickr. So Flickr Advanced Search. And again, we're going to search for rental property. And going to go here, search only with Creative Commons license, and find content that we can use commercially. Both of those have to be checked. And we click search. Now let's see what we have here. All right, we've got some homes. And that just might be about all that we get there. Let's try something else. I've not searched a lot for I'm going to click these once again and go to the top and just put house for rent. See if we get anything different there. And it looks like we're basically going to still get some, we're going to get some homes there. And it's fine to put some homes there, and it's good, you know, good pictures there and everything. That's great. I want to do another search here. Again, I go back. And I'm going to go for rent here. And I'm going to go down, make sure. See, this check isn't, check isn't the regular color. So I'm going to uncheck here, then recheck. And that corrects that right there. Search again, just for rent. These pictures might be something to use at some point or something, but nothing really great coming up there. All right, I'm going to go back to Google here. I'm just going to put for rent in there also, just to see what we have. Finding a good picture can take some time. But if you can find a picture that will be good and work well with it, it can help immensely, especially with social media. So finding a good picture can be important. Again, there are sources to pay where you can pay for them, and I usually just try to find some for free. All right, let me pause you for 1 second and look at a couple other things, and I'll be back. All right, Alan McNabb back with you, and I searched for some images, and I came to Pixabay, Pixabay, and there are free images here, and accreditation with these images is not necessary. And I finally did a search for money house, and I think came up with some good ones. There are some here that could be used with a number of different scenarios. And usually you don't want to use a picture just a whole lot, because you don't want it to be found repeatedly on your website. And the other thing is, if you're using your website to automatically post to social media, you want a different image, or people will just assume it's the same post. They've seen it before. So you don't want to use images too often there. You want to try to keep them as fresh as possible. So anyway, up here, Shutterstock, these are all paid, but down here below are the free ones. And a lot of times Google with their search picks this up, but we didn't find anything immediately there, so we just went straight to the site, Pixabay. You'll find other sites like this also. So what I'm going to do is I just click on it, and it shows me the image. I'm going to click download, and it gives me the some sizes. Now, I typically put in an image that is 300 pixels wide, and I know some use ones that are wider than that go all the way, a large image goes all the way across the page, but I don't like doing that. It's quite honestly not necessary. And it also puts the text oftentimes down, pretty far down, and sometimes below the fold, as it's called, so I just don't like doing that, but I'll show you what I do here. This is a PNG, which means it has a transparent background, which we don't need for our website. We're going to download the ping anyway, and then we're going to do something with it. All right, so I'm going to go to my downloads folder. And let's see if we can see the name of that. I think it's this one. Let me just double check. Let me open it here. Yep, that's it. Had other things here, I didn't know what it was. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, now this is important. Sometimes the novice with a website and with WordPress will upload a very large image, WordPress will make some smaller copies of it. You can choose which copy you want to make. Also, there's some questions about progressive scan. You would have to use another plugin to get that, and will it convert it to progressive scan or not? That's another question. So what we do is manually resize it and convert it to progressive scan, and I'll tell you the reasons for that in a second. All right, so what I'm going to do, now we use Photoshop. There are other free programs you can use, and you might have Photoshop in your office. If you want to buy Photoshop, it's a rather small monthly fee, maybe 25 bucks a month. That gets you the version connected with the cloud, and so that's what we use anyway. All right, it'll be up in a second. I've got other pictures here I've been using. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this for web. I'm going to change the size to be 300 wide. The program automatically converts the new height to 218 pixels. Now here comes the important part. I'm going to make this a JPEG. It was a PNG. I'm going to make it a JPEG, which means the background isn't transparent. It will be white, and that's just perfect for us. It's also a smaller file size, which is better for us for SEO and the operation of the website. All right, now, the quality. On a website, you can't see the highest quality images. So I've got the quality set to high, which for this is 60% quality. And I've got selected progressive. And progressive is a manner in creating the JPEG where the website can go on and load very quickly with, if needed, a smaller, a less quality of image that will very quickly become into its full quality. This does not slow down the website compared to just having selected optimize. That can definitely slow down the website. And page speed and load speed is extremely important to SEO and to keeping visitors. The statistic is something like 48% of people expect a website to load in 3 seconds or less, and if it does not, they click off of it and go somewhere else. And quite honestly, there's a lot of websites loading a lot slower than that because they've not been optimized with their images and with their hosting services and other things like that. So this is extremely important. You may think it's not a big deal, but it's extremely important because, quite honestly, we've gone and we have optimized the images for some websites, and they load 400% faster. So this is extremely important, and it's something not to be neglected. All right, so we've got this all resized. I say save. Now I'm going to put this in a folder, and what we do, we keep these organized. We've got the Rental for Income folder on my computer here. I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to say images from Pixabay. And we want to keep these images. We want to keep these images on the computer. They're backed up onto the cloud so that if anything ever happens, number one, we have them here. Number two, they're separated. We know where all these images come from. All right, now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to delete the end of this because it's not needed, but I am going to put in the dimensions of our image here, and that is just a habit we do because we use images in a lot of different sizes. So we always put that at the end. You don't have to, but that's what we do. Put that in the images from Pixabay, save that, and there we go. Now let's go back to the website. Let's go back to our web page we're working on. All right, at the very beginning, we're at the very front. We've put our cursor to the left of the letter A at the top line, very first letter. We're going to select Add Image, and we're going to select Upload Files. We're going to select that. We're going to go to the folder that we created. in the rental for income folder on our website. We're going to click that. All right, and it loads this image. Again, we don't want to use a larger image or upload a larger image than we're going to use. It just wastes space. It makes the website slower, everything. We don't want to do that. So this is loading up. You see that the image is here. It's not showing the full view here, just a little snippet of it. All right, now we're going to fill in these blanks here. And I'm just going to put, I'm going to title this House Money. And this is not something that people will see, but just so that it's something that's very generic for us. The caption, House Money, but we're going to put a period there because our captions have periods, because sometimes they're carried over into social media and other things, and we want that period there so it doesn't create a scenario that's not well understood. All right, alignment, we're going to let the website automatically take care of that. We're not going to put I'm going to put link here, none, and the link will be set for each one of the images here that we put in, so I'll just leave that for none right now. Put insert into post. All right, with this website, we're going to click it. We're going to say align left. And when we do that, notice it allows the text to come up here. All right, now we're going to work on the SEO for the image. And this, again, well, it seems like everything I'm saying is that it's extremely important, but it is extremely important with SEO. I guess everything's important with SEO, isn't it? All right, and of course, we want people to find the website so that we can generate more leads from that, and which will eventually help us generate more sales. All right, so we've clicked the image here. I'll click it again. Click. We go up here. We can click the pencil icon for edit or the X to delete it. We're going to click the edit icon. All right, so now we've got caption and alternative text. Now for the caption, I'm going to go back to our document here. I'm going to just put profitable rental property. I don't put the whole thing there because that would just duplicate the title, but I do want to emphasize that point. So I'll put that as the caption. And again, there's a period at the end. I'll use that also for the alternative text. And the link, I'm going to put custom URL. And I'm going to go to the website. And all right, I'm going to create a link onto our website. And this is very important for SEO because what I'm telling the search engines is this is a link to profitable rental property. And I think I'm just going to link to this right here. All right, so I clicked on that. It'll come up here, highlight, right click, copy. And I'm going to paste that right there. And I'm going to update. All right. We're good to go. Okay, so I'm going to update. So that is updated right there. All right. So I've got our picture in there. We've got the SEO. We've got the caption with the period. We're good to go there. All right. Now we are going to work on the rest of the SEO for the page. And again, it's great to have the text in here. The text needs to be, good, needs to make sense, needs to be readable, good readability, etc., etc. Got the image, that needs to be SEO'd. We've done that. But we've got more to do. All right, so we're going to come down near the bottom of the page. And here we are using the Yoast SEO plugin, which is probably the best website SEO plugin of any kind, WordPress or anything else. It's absolutely fabulous. All right, and here are our different components. Focus keyword, which is the main keyword. SEO title, which is the title that will appear with the search engines, and the description with the search engines, and the meta keywords. All right, so the main focus keyword is I'm going to choose rental property, which that also coincides with being our category. And what's going to happen is here that this plugin is going to analyze to make sure that we are covering all our bases as far as SEO goes. And it makes some other suggestions here of long tail keywords, as it's called, sort of a little bit longer, but we don't want those. We've already chosen ours, so we just do that. Now immediately it says we're looking really good. It will put in an automatic title for us if we don't choose something else, and that's okay to do that. And that's traditionally what's been done with this website in the past before we worked with it. So it's just got the title and it's got rental for income at the end, and you just want to make sure that that's good, that it's appearing that way. Plenty of characters left over, so there's not an issue there with that. Now the description, we get 156 characters for that, and we do have to deal with that. And usually if we come up here into the top, we can find, you know, a paragraph or a sentence that we can use for the description. So let me pause here for a second. I'm going to study this just a little bit, and that way I don't have to hold you on the video. Hang on. All right, back with you. I chose to take a part of this sentence right here before the number 1 desirable community, and I'm going to alter it just a little bit. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go down here into the SEO description, and I'm going to paste that. I'm going to change it just a little bit. Instead of "so here's a list," like it's in the middle of the whole document, I'm just going to put a list of 4 features of profitable rental property, but these features are also pertinent to real estate in general. All right, so I'm going to do the keywords here, and for the keywords, I'm going to, since we didn't put our title down there, just let that automatically be filled in. We couldn't copy it here with the SEO title. I want to just put our title of our document there. Then I want to copy the meta description. I'm going to put that in here also. This will just be information I can collect for some keywords. And let me do this. And I'm going to get features, comma, space, profitable, comma, space, rental property, comma, space. A lot of these will be repeated here in the description. Real estate, comma, delete the rest of that. All right, now I'm going to go up in the document here and especially look at these tags. I'm going to use the word community. I'm going to put it down here. Need a space there. Comma, space, because I know I'm going to put another one in there. You want about maybe 7 keywords. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to put it down here. And from this, I'm going to take vacancy rate. And I'm going to take IROI. I'm going to go back up in the document here. I'm going to take pricing power. Comma, space. Low taxes, insurance premiums. Comma, space. And then I'm also going to put in here Tampa and Florida because they're in there also. Okay, good. Little spelling error there. All right, so it's important for you to read over and scan over the document, and I've put you on hold some to do that. That's very important that you really know what these are saying. If you can make them a little better, that's fantastic. Do that. Okay, now we've got another certain issue here that's very important. Let me just take 1 second and mention to you, if you ever do use the auto poster for your WordPress, it'll be just below this area right here. And usually you can take this meta description and implement that into the social media. And the auto poster is fantastic because it will automatically post to the different social media accounts in the time that's been set up already. And then also it can be set up to regenerate those posts again within parameters and times that are set. So that's fantastic. I certainly recommend that to all businesses with their websites. And latest studies have come out that companies using auto posters have a 50% higher conversion rate. So it does do a lot of good for you. All right, but we're not using it here. Just wanted to tell you about that. Okay, so now the next thing that we need to do is we're going to create some links. We're going to take this text that we've got in here. We're going to find keywords within this text, and we're going to link to other documents within our website. Now, again, with SEO, everything we do is very important, and I just can't emphasize it enough. Studies have showed that one of the most important things you can do for SEO is to interlink between pages on your website. With analysis of SEO and bringing traffic to your website, the one thing you can do that's simple and is quick and you'll get the biggest bang out of your buck is to interlink between your pages. So now we're going to do that. We don't want too many links. If there's 3, and with a document this length, which is probably getting close to 1,000 words, if we had maybe 4 or 5, if they were very tasty and well placed and relevant, then it would help us a great deal. So we want to take time to do that, and it may take us 10 minutes to figure this all out. But this is, again, well, just like everything we're doing, it's all very, very important. But this is very, very important. And one of the things that is highly neglected by website owners when they're putting blogs and articles in, they don't interlink between the pages, and they only get a fraction of the good that they would have got otherwise. So let me put you on pause. I'm going to do some analysis here. I'll probably scan over this and I'll do some searches for some keywords. I'll look here at our keywords here with the analysis we have here, and I'll probably see where these are. And the other thing I'll probably do is, as I go through the document, is I could change it just slightly to match some of these keywords. For example, if I have something that's talking about investing in rental property, I'll reword it to say exactly investing in rental properties, because that is what's getting the most hits right now. And if I've got something else here, I can change a word or two, and it makes perfect sense. I'll do that. So we might spend 10, 15 minutes on trying to massage this article to get it where it's got some very tasty SEO things in there that's very effective and very good, and we can interlink between pages. And also I'll look at some pages and no, that page wouldn't be a good one to interlink to. Oh, this one would be better. And so we could easily spend as much time just on this one thing as everything else we spent on. But again, it's like everything else, really, really super important and often neglected. So let me put you on pause. All right, back with you. I got lucky. I found one right away I think we can deal with here. All right, let me minimize that. Okay, so I went over here to our list of keywords, trending keywords. Those are keywords that people are more and more interested in. There's more and more searches on. And I don't remember the increase on this. It might have been 400%. I'm just not sure. It's been a while since I looked it up. So I just copied this right here. Property rental companies. Just copied that. All right, so I went over here to our document and I said, let me do a search for rental. Can I get this in here? And it's property rental companies. Can I get this in here anywhere? And I think I can get it in here. So here's a list of 4 features of, maybe not there. Let me look up company here. Okay, that's not it. Okay, maybe we're not going to be able to get that one in there. Let me look right down here. Let me see if that works right there. I just put an addendum on this sentence here. Pricing power is important to having profitable rental properties. That's one reason Tampa has been ranked among the top 10 cities in the world to invest in residential rental real estate over the last 5 years, and property rental companies like V&V. Of course, that sentence I got from the front page, and there's analysis there with all of that. Hang on one sec. Might change it around. I think I want to do that right there. At the end of that other sentence, it didn't make as good a sense. All right, so let's see if this works better. Again, this is our top trending keywords, very important. Pricing power is important to property rental companies. All right, I think that's very good. All right, now the other thing we've got to do, we've got to find a page within our website that we're going to link to. And I think I might know one. Might be this one right here. We could be the home page, and that could be good. This one's looking really good. It describes the company, property management company, and of course to the search engine, we're saying V&V is a profitable property rental company. All right. So what I want to do, I'm going to show you how to now create a link within the text there. All right. So first of all, I highlighted what we want, the phrase we want to put this link. To set up this link, and you've seen links all over websites everywhere. When we're done with this, this text will be a different color. It'll be underlined, and of course when you click on it, you'll go to a different page. All right, so we have highlighted it. Didn't highlight the period, just the phrase. We're going to go up here and we're going to click the insert link icon. Before we do this, I'm going to go down. I'm just going to copy this. Control-C copies. Or you could do right-click, copy, either way. I'm going to go up here to the insert link icon. The title, I'm going to make the title we got on our page right there. The URL, come over here to the page we're linking to. Highlight, right-click, copy. And I'm going to right-click, paste it right here. All right. We could have searched for it within here. It can take forever with WordPress. That's one of the reasons WordPress can be difficult to use. So we just went straight to the page and copied the URL ourselves. Okay, add link. We go down here. There it is. Now, we'll test these out in a little while. All right, so that's one of them that we have. All right, we need a few more. Let me pause you here. All right, back with you. What I did is I went over here. Our second trending keyword, rental income, which always be a great keyword for us. I copied that. Went over to the document. By the way, I'm going to go on and save this since it's been a little bit since I've updated it. All right, so that's updated. So I came over to our document. I just did a search for rental income. And lo and behold, we got the exact phrase right within our article. So that's fabulous. All right, so what I do again, highlight rental income. All right, I'm going to copy that so I can use it in my link scheme here. I'm going to paste that as the title. Now, I need a URL that we're going to send that to within our website to tell the search engines here is information regarding rental income. Now, first thing I did is search on the website for rental income. And that'll take just a moment. Plus, I'm recording a video that slows down my computer. And really didn't pull up anything very good, which shows that we could do. There's a lot of work we could do with the website to get pages SEO'd a little bit better, to have some of these major keywords on the website. But then I thought of this right here. Recent properties, I think that would be good. And we go to that page over there. And it is an example from BNB of the rental income. So let's use that. Highlight, paste, add link. All right, so we're good to go there with that. Here's our link we just put in there. There's our second one. All right, now let's see. We need, if we can get another one or two, that'd be great. So let me pause you again. All right, back with you. What I did here, I went over here to our current top keywords. And as we've noticed already, rental property is just all over the place there. And so I decided, let's go over here to our document. Let's do a search for rental property within the document, and it's all over the place. So let's do that. I'm going to pick up this first one right here, profitable rental property. And I want to copy it because I'll use that in just a second. Now, where am I going to send this link to? Profitable rental property. And when you get to know this, the website, whoever's working on it, you'll get to know a lot better all these articles, and a lot of them will just pop in your mind. And let me go do a search down here just to see if there's anything that comes up with a search. See if there's any pages that are picked up from that search. Profitable rental property. Let me see that right there. And it takes just a moment. One reason being I'm also recording a video at the same time. All right. All right. This is the one-stop shopping article, and I think that would probably be really good. And that's talking about, all right. Very good. Okay. Let's use this. Copy over here. Oh, that's all right. And I'm going to paste that. I've got to still go get my title down here, so I'll show you how to do that. I went on and saved that, so I got to come down here. I'm going to copy this right here. I just got the cursor. The cursor's just in the middle of this, and that's all it needs to be. I want to hit it again. I can now paste my title in there. All right, we're good to go. All right, now let me just look here. All right, investment rental property. If we can get these near the top, it's going to be more beneficial for us with SEO, generally speaking. All right, so let's do investment rental property. And again, let's just go to the website. Let's do a search for that. Okay, so this investment rental property. All right. I'm going to look at this one. It's property management. Well, we've already got a link to that. Let me go back. Again, the website runs slower also when you're logged in because none of the pages are cached. Turn on investment. That might be the glossary. Yeah, that's the glossary. All right, go back. That's fine. We'll just go on and link to this. Copy. Back over here. Paste. Add link. Again, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to get this. I want to copy this so I can add that to it. Highlight. Oops, messed up. Highlight. Copy. Control C. Put your cursor. Click anywhere on that link area. Click link. Paste title. Update. Good to go. All right. Also, that's good because it's also our category there. Okay, very good. Okay. All right, I am going to update. All right, let me put you on pause you just for another second while I go look up something else here that we need to do. All right, now I'm back with you. I want to correct one thing, which is, well, sound redundant. Of course, it's important. All right, let me show you something here, how this works. The way this website was set up, which is not typically the way that we set them up, but that's fine. It's the way it works. Articles, all the articles, which are the posts, all come here under this menu item. And that's fine, okay? So notice here, filed under articles, investment tips, real estate mentor. The way the website was set up was for every post to be in the article category. And then it also at least one other subcategory. As a result, then, okay, right here, categories, every post that will appear here under this menu item, which is going to be all the blogs need to be in this category, and then in one other. That's not usually the way that we set up websites, but the way this one was set up, so make that correction. Articles, and then at least one other one. Update. That way, when you come over here, you can click articles, and it will appear in this list. All right. One other thing we could do at some point, if you wanted to, we could have all the categories pop up here under articles so that someone could more easily find them with the navigation here. There is at the bottom, though, at the very bottom of the page, the categories are listed here, but that's at the bottom of the page. All right, so that's just an option. We could add all the categories here to this navigation at some point if you wanted to. All right, so let me put you on pause again. I just found that I want to deal with that. All right, back with you. I just wanted to show you how to put the information at the bottom of each of the blog entries. And here I've got an example, 5 improvements that devalue a home. I'm just going to scroll down here. At the bottom here, this article is attributed to rental for income, and there's a list of the 5 latest ones, and also there is a disclaimer at the bottom. Now we set this up so this could be different for each blog, and we didn't know if the disclaimer would stay the same or change, so we just made it so it could be added to each one. All right, so I'm here back with the article that we're putting in. And we're going to attribute this blog to Jorge Vasquez. So let me go here. Let me grab a copy of the code we're going to put in at the bottom. Copy. And we're going to paste this at the very bottom here. And we're going to make this bold. And then this code in brackets, latest by the author Jorge Vasquez, show equals 5. It's going to show the last 5. And then also text blocks ID 93 is going to put that disclaimer in there. So remember to put this in at the very end. I want to update this. I was also logged in under my name, so I'm going to go to posts. I'm going to see my name right there. I'm going to click quick edit. I'm going to click all the authors drop down. I'm going to change that to Jorge. And I'm going to update that right now. All right, so let's go back into this article. And we'll see that we have all that. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to just check over everything. First thing that I do is I copy the title and the text into. I use WordPress, which has a great grammar checker, and I like it a lot better than Word. So I'm going to copy all of this. I want to get all the text over into WordPress. And I'm going to also go down and I'm going to grab the meta description because we altered that a little bit. I want to make sure that's okay. Paste that. I've got it all pasted into WordPress. I'm going to go up here to the tools and use grammatics. I'm just going to go through here and check this. Make sure it's all good. All right, we're all good. And you never know, might have been misspelling, might have put some things together that should have been. This just double checks everything before we release it. Now, okay, I'm just going to update again. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to preview. It's still not live yet on the website. We're going to preview this. Preview. And we're going to go down through here. And we're going to see how it looks. All right, we're looking good. All right, so we're going to go through here and check all of our links that we put in. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to right-click. I'm in Chrome, by the way, and say Open Link in New Tab, so it opens it up right here. You see it loading. I'm going to go through all our links. I want to open them all up in new tabs. And I also did the picture. and go down through here. All right, these I'm not going to check because the website put those in there itself. All right, let me just go over here. Let me check. All right, recent properties, B&B, property management, one stop, recent properties, B&B. Okay, it's another page we had open for. Okay, all right, we're good to go. All right, so now got this scheduled to go out sometime tomorrow. I'm going to schedule it to go on and go out today. And we're going to schedule that to go out in just a few minutes. Okay, it's going to go out today at 1400 hours, which is 2 o'clock. And that'll be in just a few minutes. Let me show you one more thing while we're waiting on that. I'm going to publish that, by the way. All right, you see the SEO green, and we could click on check. If we did, it would send us to the bottom here. You want to make sure, especially with your long articles, you're green right there. That shows that you're good to go. Everything's adequate there. If it's an amber or a red, you can scroll down here to the SEO section, and you can see here, what is wrong, what you need to change. You can click on Page Analytics. It says it says I didn't use the keyword or key phrase in the subheading, and that's all right. You can't necessarily get all of these just absolutely perfect, but as long as I've got a green up at this top one, which is overall, I'm green, I'm good to go. If you're doing microblogging, really short blogs, maybe just for social media more than anything else, you might have an amber, occasionally a red. You're good to go on that. But these longer ones, as long as you've got a green one, you're good to go. All right, I'm going to pause you, and then we'll come back and look at our blog once it launches onto our website. All right, back with you. The blog has posted. We clicked on articles right here. Brings us to the page, and you see it's at the top. We click on that, and we go down through here. Everything's just the way that we had it. Good to go there. We see that the articles are there. Jorge's recently done, and the disclaimer, and it's good to go. So anyway, let us know if you have any questions on putting the articles on there, and I would say probably allocate an hour, and it may take you a little longer to get used to it and things like that, but take your time, and it will mean a lot to the company to do a great job with doing that. So we'll talk to you soon, and let us know if you need help.